There we go. Okay, ready? 3, 2.
I gotta do that.
Hi, I'm Lily Discharger, calling from Today should be a tough game between these teams.
Check one, check two.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to St. Paul's School for Girls for today's IAAM matchup between the Garrison Forest Grizzlies and your St. Paul's Gators. St. Paul's School for Girls is a proud member of the IAAM, and we remind all spectators and fans that we encourage and promote fair play and respectful behavior as integral components of the game. And now, for today's starting lineups. First, for Garrison Forest. Number 3, Emerson Thompson.
Should I know her?
Number 5, Gabby Lavergan. Number 6, Livy Lavergan. Number 7, Allison Fling. Number 12, Eva Thompson-Marr. Number 17, Tess Curtis. Number 27, Brooke Talbot. Number 29, Julia McAllister.
Whoever connected the sound.
Number 30, Lexi Zuckerberg.
Pretty good.
Number 40, Alex Gotti. Number 42, Tiana Griffin.
A win today will look really good.
Number 47, M&A Luzon. The Grizzlies are coached by Courtney Conlon. And now, the SPSG Gators! Number 1, Sophia Herrera.
Starting on defense, we have number 1, Sophia Herrera, who's a junior committed to Maryland.
5, Colleen
Next, we have number 5, Colleen Lorden, who's a sophomore
Number 6,
and a varsity returner.
Charlotte Vaughn.
Starting attacker, we have freshman number 6, Charlotte Vaughn. Great athlete, also played varsity field hockey. We also have on defense Elena Aldave, number 7, headed to Monmouth.
Number 14,
We have junior captain Marley O'Day, headed to Clemson next year, another awesome athlete. And following her, we have number 14, Caroline Hoskins, who's headed to Florida. Next, we have another attacker, Maggie Porter, number 16, committed to Penn State. And another junior attacker, Riley Vasile, midfielder, number 17, headed to USC.
number 23,
Followed by the draw taker, Kira Ballas, number 21, and Clemson commit.
number 30, Christina Kane.
Number 23, Lily Schwing, another sophomore, another great athlete, and another varsity returner. And then we have Christina King, number 30. Defender headed to Georgetown, and finally we have our starting goalie, Susan Radeball, number 33, Florida commit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
And now we'll hear the national anthem. Okay, we're about to start. Lacrosse has actually switched back to quarters from halves, so should be exciting.
Way to go, Moyer. Thanks, that was fun. Let's go.
So they're having a pre-game huddle right now to get ready for this game.
Yes, also sorry, it's very windy out here today, so if there's any muffled mics, nothing we can do about it. But they're heading out now.
The starters are taking the field.
Garrison's still in their huddle, talking to their coach, who's Courtney Connor, who previously worked at St. Paul's and also coached at a lot of colleges. So it'll be interesting to see how she decides to approach this game, having some previous St. Paul's experience. All right, both teams are taking the field. Got a lot of energy down there. It should be very exciting. Before we start, we do have some new players to the team. Might not be on right now, but we have sophomore goalie Liv Moog. She should be a great cheerleader today. And yeah,
Junior goalie Kylie Keenan.
we do. Who's committed to University of North Carolina, Charlotte, I believe. It's all right.
Is it a running club?
Yeah. We're just about to start. Kira Vallis on the draw. And we actually have Christina King on the circle, not starting on defense. So, but I'm assuming that if Kira doesn't win this, Caroline will pick it up. And we're underway, and did not go above the head, so they're gonna redo that. Or yeah, they're gonna redo that one. The draw has to go above the players. It's either the shoulder or head. If not, they'll redo it. A lot of movement on the circle right now. And it went right past Christina, but Caroline picked it up. But it appears someone went early on Garrison, so it's St. Paul's ball anyway. Now we have Sophia Herrera running it up. She'll pass it to Lily Schwing, who will probably take it over the restraining. So now it's in the Gators offense. And gonna probably pass it around before they start running a play. Looks like they're trying to do an ISO of some sort. Looks like Marley O'Day is getting ready to 1v1, go to goal. She'll flip it to Riley, who's looking to drive. Can't get anything. Oh, great feed in front. Great shot, but the Garrison goalie stopped it. Not sure who.
Very impressive save by Garrison.
Their goalie number 47, Amin Lusner. So, good stop by her. Now it's Garrison's got it on attack. A lot of good talk from the Gators. Garrison can't seem to get anything going right now, but we'll see if they can get something soon. Looks like they're also trying to do an ISO with some cuts. Oh,
The
dropped
ball's down.
pass. Now Sophia Herrera's running it up. Fast break. They've got numbers, so looks like Riley Vasile's open in the middle. She'll pass it too. She's looking to shoot. And another good stop by the goalie. An offside, off stick side high shot. Great save. She'll be hungry to get another one after that. Looks like they're deciding not to mark up on the goalie and just let her get a pass out. But number 3 seems okay. I think they decided to drop back a little and just let them get the pass.
This Garrison goalie is proving to be a very strong goalie after saving 2 amazing shots from 2 great players.
Yes. Good ride by the Gators. Oh. But it looks like Garrison will get it over. Number 42 for the Grizzlies, Tiana Griffin, who's a midfielder / defender, seems to be having a pretty good game. She's definitely come up with a lot of plays. Oh, great check by Kira Ballas. It was an empty on Garrison, so Kira will get the ball. She'll pass it back to Susan. They're going to try and clear it up the field. Switching sides. Christina King's running it now. She's a very fast player, so I'm sure she'll be able to get it up. Very windy out here. I apologize.
That was a pretty crucial check because it stopped the Grizzlies' momentum and got the ball back to the offense.
Yeah. I think White's just going to wait until they have some numbers. Freshman Cameron Vasile has seemed to take the field. She's out there with her sister right now, so maybe we can get a family connection going, you know.
Sister to sister assist.
That would be awesome. Oh. Good defense by the Grizzlies. Caused Gators to drop the ball, but luckily the Gators did recover it. So shot clock's running down, so they're going to have to get something going quickly. Calling out some sort of play, so it'll be interesting to see what it is. I think it's another ISO with a cut. Good defense by Garrison. Can't seem to get a good cut. Riley will feed it down to Maggie. Front of the goal. She'll get an 8-meter on that. She's got 5 seconds to shoot, so this should be interesting. It looks like the shot's actually giving to Riley Vasile. She's got a good angle as a lefty, so. Oh, unlucky check, and apparently she was also in the crease, so it will be a Garrison ball coming out. Some new players subbed in. Elena Aldave and Colleen Lorden are back on the field for the ride. And good defense by the Gators, and it will be a turnover. We also have another freshman on the field, Sarah Lim, who will be taking the ball in for the Gators.
The Gators' attack had a good ride there, which got them back the ball, which is a pretty crucial play for them.
Yeah, love to see that. Love to see some
Definitely.
attackers playing defense.
It's best to see some defense from the attack before it gets to the defense.
Yeah. So there is a shot clock reset, so they have like about 70 seconds right now. Looks like they have a play that they keep on running. It seems to kind of be an ISO on the top left of the 12, looking for some cuts. Marley O'Day, I believe, just took a shot. Did not go, but Gators did run it out, so it will be Gators possession again. No reset on the shot clock because it wasn't on cage.
So that was for shooting space against the Grizzlies, which is not a great play for them because you never want to have a great shooter with the ball and an open shot.
Yeah, Marley O'Day's got a good hash right now, and she's looking to rip it. It did go a little wide, but the White still does have the ball, so no reset yet because it didn't hit cage again. See if they try a different play. Oh, Caroline Hoskins is driving. Oh, Looks like there was some contact there, but I'm not
Looks-
sure what the call is.
Looked like it should have been a check to the head, but it was not called.
Yeah, I think maybe they called it in the crease because they gave it to Garrison, but interesting call by the refs. Now Garrison's running it up. They got it over, so let's see how the Gators do on defense. They have a good amount of momentum right now, so wouldn't be unlikely for them to drive quickly. And there's about 4.5 minutes left, and the score is still 0-0. Trying to generate something from behind. Haven't called out a play yet, but
The Gators are playing pretty close defense.
yeah, I'd say so. Good communication by White, but shot by number 17 on Garrison, who is Tess Curtis. Did not hit cage, no reset, but Garrison did back it up. And a great stop by Susan Radeball right in front of the cage. It did hit cage, so that is a reset. And now it looks like we have number 40 trying to drive to goal, couldn't get anything. And the refs are having some sort of problem.
That was a pretty critical save by Susan. It was a good shot and a great save, and she really stopped their momentum, and now the refs are a little frazzled because they don't know what to call.
Refs are saying something about our goalie. Not quite sure. Oh, they decided that it was not a shot clock reset. So Garrison's probably going to drive any second now because they don't have much time. 23 seconds to be put on the shot clock, so not a lot of time to work with. So they're going to be hungry, which means the Gators are going to be very aggressive on D. Number 6 is running it in, and that's Livy. Not sure. Oh.
So Colleen Lorden had the turnover. She got the ball from the Garrison attacker with a crucial play because they wanted to take a shot, but Colleen stopped that, and now the ball is going up the midfield.
Yeah, great play by Colleen. Got the Gators possession. Gabby Moncel seems to be heading towards goal. Garrison's not totally set up right now, so if the Gators can use this to their advantage, they'll probably be able to get a quick shot off. And Maggie Porter's driving right now. Got almost triple teamed in front of the goal. And she'll get the ball, not sure where she's getting it. Oh, I think she is getting an 8-meter. She's on the second hash. That's a good shot. She looks like she's going to run it in, which she does. She does get checked, and luckily does recover it. Oh, unfortunate pass and good pickup by Garrison. Fast break heading down to the Gators goal. Trying to get a pass off in front of the goal, but weren't able to. So Gators were able to get back in. Seemed to reset, so good recovery by the Gators defense.
Fresh legs on defense are always important.
Yeah, they are. Not really sure what Garrison's been trying to do. They haven't seemed to call out many plays, so I'm not quite sure what they're trying to do on offense. Looks like right now they're trying to maybe either drive from behind or get a feed.
Almost seems like they're trying to find like a weak player to go against, but they're not going to find one on the St. Paul's defense.
No, they haven't really had much luck with a 1v1. They've had a good, they've drawn a slide and gotten an open pass in front, but not been able to finish, and the shot clock's running down, so they're going to be hungry. Number 6 tried to take a matchup with Lily Schwing. Got doubled.
Amazing defense.
Not sure if that was a shot or a drop pass, but it was picked up by our goalie, Susan Radeball. And now Kira Vallis has got it at the midfield. And she'll pass it to Sarah Lim, and she'll take it over the restraining. So great play by the defense. Let's see if we can get a goal in the next couple last minutes. I think they're probably going to try and do that play from the top of the 12 again. Pretty tight defense by the Grizzlies. They're marking up pretty close on players when they're trying, like whoever has ball on adjacent. Good flip pass to Canvasion. Looks like she might try and drive.
Smart.
Drop pass, but it will be recovered. No more shot clock because the quarter's about to end. So let's see if the Gators can get one more goal, which I'm sure they will. Caroline Hoskins tried to drive, got tripled. Marley O'Day will take it now, and she'll get by.
Oh.
She did get the shot, but they will call it a goal. So, very low scoring quarter, but glad to see that the Gators got the first goal. Marley O'Day didn't have it. So it will leave the Gators with a lot of good energy and good spirit going into the second quarter when maybe we can get a couple more goals.
Definitely. That was a really good shot and set the Gators up with some momentum.
Yeah, they've got about 20 seconds left of this quarter, so if they win the draw, I'm sure they'll go straight to goal, but same for Garrison, so we want to make sure we have some good defense ready so we don't let them tie it up. Decided to hang back pretty far on the circle and put our players on the defensive side of it. Oh, Christina King with a great one-arm grab, and she'll take it down. Pass it to Maggie Porter, who's looking to drive. Bad check by Garrison. It will go back to Maggie. Not quite on the 8, I don't think. Oh. No goal. I think they were waiting for a whistle start. So I'm not really sure what's going on with the refs right now.
I don't understand what that play was.
Yeah, looked like it was a check to the head, and it should have been given to her on the 12, but
The clock hadn't run out when the foul happened, so I'm not sure why she didn't get the foul shot.
yeah, it should have probably just been a whistle start on the 12, but ref didn't really do anything about it, so she took it to goal, but apparently that wasn't the case. So quarter's over. Gators are up 1-0. Pretty low scoring quarter. You don't really see that this much, especially from such a great team like this, but I'm sure they'll rack up a couple goals in the next couple minutes and get a pretty decent lead, I'd hope.
The Grizzlies. The Grizzlies seem to be making some sloppier mistakes and fouling a lot, and I think that'll work in the Gators' favor as the game continues and they have more shots from the 8.
Gators' defense has done a really good job of playing composed but aggressive. They've had a lot of 1v1 matchups and have pretty much stopped them all, and Susan's come up with a good amount of stops. Garrison goalie has been pretty much running that defense down there. She's had a lot of good saves from a lot of good attackers, but that really only gives the Gators more momentum and more drive to score. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out in this next quarter, which is just about to start. I think that's the 30-second warning from the refs, so they should be taking the field.
And obviously more shots on the goalie, which the Gators have been able to get off, will result in more goals by the end of the game.
Yeah. Haven't caught too many turnovers on the offensive side. I mean, one was in the crease. I'm not sure what the other one was, but the defense has come up with a lot of great stops and caused a lot of turnovers.
Definitely.
Which has definitely been crucial to the Gators having so many offensive opportunities. So let's hope they keep up the good work in the second quarter.
They also had some good turnovers in the midfield, which is always good because they got the ball back to attack and they won it there.
Yeah, good defense over here, forced them to throw it out of bounds and just gave us another shot at goal.
Yep. So they've switched sides this quarter?
Yeah. Same lineup as the starting lineup going to the second quarter, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But there is often a lot of subbing, so.
Yeah.
Actually, wait. On attack, Sarah Lim is in instead of, not. I'm not sure what the, oh, never mind. Same starting lineup, my fault. Number 6 on Garrison, picked it up off the draw. And that's Livy Lavergetta. Not sure how to say her last name, but she's a senior and she's been a pretty aggressive player. Very scrappy.
Number 6 is looking like one of Garrison's best players, but that didn't stop Colleen Lorden from getting a good stop on her, so we don't think she'll be much of a threat.
Yeah. Good player, but even better defense, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Looks like, oh, she's driving right now. She flipped it to number 17. Number 12 trying to go. Can't get anything there. She's getting double teamed right now. Number 6 is looking to drive. Good defense by Lily Schwing, not letting her get the extra step. I have a feeling number 42 might be trying to drive right now, but she'll pull it out and pass.
Looked like she was trying to roll the crease, but Christina King was there with some good defense, which shut her down.
Number 12, just tried to 1v1 and rip it, but Susan Radewall stopped it. And now quickly coming up the field, Lily Schwing's had the one arm running up.
Really quick movement.
She's got Riley Vasile to her left, who will pass it down low. Swinging it around the bottom. Marley O'Day's got it at the elbow right now. Now back up top with Caroline Hoskins, Riley Vasile seems to be getting face guarded right now. So, you know, when someone's getting face guarded, you just gotta draw the slide and get them open.
Yeah.
Gabby looks to be taking a 1v1. No angle there. She'll pass it behind. Sarah Lim's got it on the elbow, also looking to get some space.
The Gators are playing it very smart with some drives, but they're not forcing any shots, which is good to see.
Yeah. I think what's setting them apart from Garrison is they're taking Marley O'Day, got a ton of space and ripped it. It went in. Second goal for the Gators. Beautiful shot. Bottom left
from Marley,
corner.
right?
Yes. Or no. Or yes, it is second from Marley. She switched her hands and got a ton of space and just ripped it bottom left. It was a great shot.
No chance the goalie could have saved it.
No, I don't know who could have saved that one.
I don't think anyone.
It's a true D1 commit shot.
Yep.
Just like she shoots it in field hockey, no one can ever seem to stop it. So.
And we'll see that in Clemson in 2 years.
Yes. A lot of excitement over that goal. Now we have, I think, Kira taking the draw again.
I literally haven't done that since freshman year.
But they're keeping a player on each side of the circle, which is something we haven't really seen yet, unless Caroline Hoskins decides to come over, which she does, or not. She's staying at the 50 right now. Oh, man down on Garrison. Great pickup by Christina King. She'll run it down. Looking to get it behind. Kind of give the Gators some time, but Charlotte Vaughn seems to be speeding up. I think she thought about going to goal, decided not to. Gabby Munsell will try, however. She'll pass out to Riley, and she'll get a shooting space call. I think she's on the first hash on the right side, and as a lefty, that's a great spot for her. She'll probably run it in, so.
That was a pretty smart play by Gabby. She set her up for a good shot.
And Riley will run it in and finish that. So now the Gators are up 3-0 and only gaining some momentum. So I'm sure that they're going to keep up this good work, and if they get it off the draw this time, I'm sure it will lead to another goal. So they just have to keep up the momentum.
They're already double the points that they got in the first quarter.
Yeah,
and
definitely making a lot of improvement.
Definitely.
Just had to find their groove, which they definitely seem to be in. And once they get there, there's really no stopping them.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't think there's been any subs. I think it's the same starting lineup again, which seems to be working, so no reason to switch it. Kira Ballas has been great on the draw today, and so have Christina King and Caroline Hoskins on the circle. went right to Christina again, and she'll struggle to pick it up. And unfortunately, it was flicked into the stick of a Garrison player. But nothing to be worried about. St. Paul's defense will probably shut this down.
Yep. Looks like they're trying to get lower shots because they took a few high shots that did not go near the goal.
Yeah, bouncers seem to be the way to go this game,
Yeah.
at least for us. Pretty sure all 3 of our shots have been bounce shots. Number 17 looks to drive. She had some room. She decided to pull it out.
They're really trying to find a hole in this defense, but I just don't think they'll be able to find one.
Yeah, I mean, they get the tiniest bit, and there's a slide, so great defense by the Gators. There's really nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
Oh, someone has fallen in front of the goal. That'll be number 7 for the Grizzlies, who's Allison Fling. She's a good player.
She's the Florida commit.
Yes, she's committed to Florida. She also just made the New Balance All-American team. And a great shot by her, and it went in. Interesting call. I'm not really sure what that was on. I guess it was a push, but I didn't see that. I think she honestly just tripped, but
I'm not 100% sure why she got a shot if she didn't have the ball down there.
yeah. So that brings the score to 3-1. Gators are still up. Unlucky call. It was a good shot, but the Gators will get this back, and I think if they're gonna have a lot of aggression and want to get a goal off this play. So let's see them get the draw. Getting a lot of looks from Gabby Munsell. She's been a great player on the field today. Love seeing her on attack.
She helped set up Riley Basile for her amazing 8-meter shot.
She did.
That was pretty impressive to see.
She drew that slide, and she knew what she was doing. So great play by her. Great player. Great student as well. High draw, and it'll be picked up by Kira and then scooped up by Caroline off the bounce.
Really good draw control.
Gators like to get it and pass it from behind, and then giving them time to put 2 people on. Maggie Porter tried to drive. She got doubled, but safely pulled herself out. Sarah Lim will drive. Great shot. Also a great save. Shot that with her left hand. Was a good shot. It was also a good save. Nothing you can really do about that, but it was a good take. She had the space, and nothing wrong with that. Garrison will take it up, but it looks like the attackers are on them.
The attackers worked really hard to not let that over, but they just passed it, a far pass over, which you can't do anything about.
Almost intercepted by Colleen Lorden, though. That would have been another great play for her.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's number 5 looking to drive. Number 5 and 6. Okay, so number 5 and 6 are sisters. Probably twins. Yeah, they're definitely twins. They've been some pretty aggressive players for the Garrison.
The second set of twins on this team.
Yeah, 2 sets of twins. You don't see that often. But I haven't seen...
We do have 1 set of sisters. We used to have 2, right?
Yeah. 1 set of sisters. Yeah, we had 2 sets last year, I believe. Shot clock is running out for the Grizzlies, looking to 1v1 right here. That'll be number 6, one of the twins, but she's absolutely doubled, and she's put in a corner. Great defense. Yes.
She has nowhere to go.
So far in the corner, cannot even see her anymore.
Amazing defense from Lily and Caroline.
And it looks like there's a turnover and a shot clock violation at the same time. Probably would have been Gators' ball, even if there wasn't that shot clock violation.
That was a great play to hold her off from getting a shot off. Very smart play by the defense.
Great cut by Canvas Hill. Just unlucky pass. Now it'll be going back down to the Grizzlies.
Once again, some great midfield defense.
Garrison's on a fast break. Number 6 looking to drive. She shoots,
Amazing
but
save.
she is stopped by the brick wall. Absolutely a crucial play for Susan Radeball. Great stop there. There's a lot of back and forth right there, but stopping that just kind of slowed everything down. And it will be Gator ball, the top of the 8. Sophia Herrera will be running it up. So let's
There
see
is
what
a
they-
yellow card
Oh, there was a yellow
on
card?
number 5 on Garrison.
Oh, I think she trying to pick up the ball in front of the goal may have maybe pushed, checked. I'm not really
Could
quite
have been
sure.
a foul against the goalie.
Yeah, maybe if
I'm
I
not
think
really
if it was
sure.
against the goalie, she would have had it at the. I'm not sure, but
Oh,
so Gators will be player up, so they really need to capitalize on this.
And
Ref,
Garrison is offsides, it looks like.
yes, it does. So only giving the Gators more momentum and more of an advantage. So now they have a player behind the ball and their man down, so hopefully we can get a cut off this play. And an unlucky pass, and it goes out. Don't love to see that, but Gators will recover, and I'm sure Garrison will try and run out this clock, run out the card. So there shouldn't be much action. Almost an interception. Ball is dropped. Number 29, Julia McAllister, does manage to clear it. Gators should have no problem stopping them. They haven't seemed to have many today. And also being up a man so they can double the ball at all times, which they don't seem to be doing now, but not.
The player with the yellow card was an attacker, so that may hold back Garrison because they don't have one of their starting attackers out right now.
Yeah, that will be Gabby Leverget. Very sorry for however I'm saying that. She is one of the twins, and she has been one player trying to drive to goal a lot. So it might slow down their momentum. They tried to feed it in front, but it was knocked out by Colleen, almost picked up by Kira, but she was pushed to the ground, and number 12 will pick it up. No call on that push. Not really sure why, but number 6, the other twin, Livy, is trying to get something going. 5 seconds left on the card, I believe. Yeah. So now they're even. Good. Number 17 just got a ton of space, and I think she drew a shooting space call. Not something we want to see, but nothing.
It's also going to be a hard shot because she has a good angle on the
Yeah.
hash, but
But Susan's been having great stops all day, so let's see if she can keep it up.
definitely.
Really good stop by Susan.
That was-
Non-stick side, mid shot. Absolutely beautiful save. Unfortunately, it was picked up by the Grizzlies.
That was critical because the girl was set up, the shooter was set up for a very good shot, but
Number 6 just scored. She kind of ripped it almost from the 8.
very low shot.
Confused how she got that much space so randomly, and she was kind of just set up there in the middle. So I think it was a lot of quick plays.
She almost went lower than they could have been.
Yeah. A lot of quick plays, and I just don't think our defense was super set, but it's nothing to worry about. Still up by 1, so let's see if they can get out this draw. A little switch up on the circle. Instead of Caroline, we have Riley Vasile. Another great player. I'm sure she'll do just fine out here. But the Gators really need to get this draw and get a goal so they can keep their gap. We have 2 minutes left in this quarter, so like to end with a goal or 2. Go into the second half looking pretty set.
It's always best to start the half with the advantage.
Yeah. Another high draw. Christina King has been doing great with those all day. Kind of gets flung out of her stick, but Riley Vasile is there to pick it up. and she'll take it over the straight line, being double teamed. So great composure by her. 2 attackers coming in, Charlotte Vaughn and Caroline Hoskins. Very aggressive lineup right now, and I'm sure that they'll be looking for a goal or two.
I think they may be back to their starting lineup.
Yeah, Caroline Hoskins just gets through 3 people on her drive and scores. Great goal. That's a great shot. She just beat about 3 defenders. That was a phenomenal play. Probably best one of today. Great play. Gets the Gators up by 2. Still have plenty of time to get another goal or even 2. So just broadening their gap leading into the second half.
Garrison tried to be really physical on that play, but Caroline got around it pretty quickly and had an amazing shot, which will set the Gators up for a good advantage.
Yeah, that was a great play, and it happened so quickly, and I'm sure they'll be eager to do it again. Just really shows how crucial the draw is. They've been winning a lot of draws, and when Garrison wins the draw, they tend to score, and vice versa for St. Paul's. So great draw by Kira, goes right to herself, and she'll just scoop it out of the air. Great play.
That was probably the best draw yet. Very pretty.
Yeah, that's the ideal draw, right to yourself, and she's been really great on that. A little contact down low, pass to Riley. She kind of got shoved trying to catch it, and it will go out of bounds on the Gators and be a Garrison ball. But the ref...
Looks like they're checking for offsides.
Yeah. Gators did get it back. It's given to Riley down low. I think it was because of the contact on that play. I know she can catch that, and she did get shoved, so I'm assuming that's what the call is.
Mm-hmm.
So good to keep it in Gator possession. And no more shot clock because there's less than 90 seconds left. So let's see what the Gators will do with their possession. I think they're either going to try and hold it unless they get an opening. But Gabby Mansell's getting a lot of pressure up top. Looks to drive, passes it to Marley, who cuts through like 3 defenders and scores. Wow.
That was another insane play like Caroline's previous play.
Yeah, very similar to Caroline's. Great play. She just cut through the defense and scored. I mean, I really think that drawing the slide and then dumping it has been working out very well today. That's what they did on this play, and that's how Riley got one of her 8 meters earlier, which led to a goal. So I think that play is really working for them, and I think they'll probably keep using it.
Those plays are good for strong players like Caroline and Marley because there's not much the defense can do when they take amazing shots like that.
Yeah, and they don't really seem to get frazzled under pressure. They just kind of run through it.
Yeah.
51 seconds left in this half.
And when the defense can let them get so close to the goalie, it's pretty much impossible for the goalie to save that strong of a shot.
Called a push on Christina King on the circle. So it will be Garrison's ball probably for the rest of this quarter unless we get a stop. .30 seconds left. Drop pass, so it's slowing the Grizzlies down. Gives the Gators a second to reset. Looking at number 12, looking to drive. She did beat her defender. Looked to shoot. Went very wide. I'm not sure if he got tipped off a stick.
I think it was.
Yeah. There was a feed in front. Very awkward. It was a lot of
Tried to get a behind the back shot with no angle or
so
look behind.
that'll end the first half.
That was a very good half for the Gators.
Yeah, they're up by 3, 5-2 right now. So good. They got up 2 more goals. And they got 2 more goals to put them up 3 going into the half, which is ideally what they wanted, and it'll set them up for success going further.
Garrison will be playing pick-me-up, which is not good for them, but amazing for our home team Gators.
They'll definitely be hungry for some goals, though, so Gators can't let up now. They still have to keep working hard on defense and making sure to keep possession of the ball. We'll be back in a few minutes.
The SPS Voice is an online writing platform for students to share and discuss ideas that are of interest to them. We're looking for a wide range of voices, which the submissions to the site aim to reflect. The SPS Voice is not a club, but rather a platform for all students to share their ideas in a safe and inclusive space. Currently on our site are articles such as Ode to the NARPs, Life of a Non-Athletic Regular Person, There Is No Planet B, Yet, How the Space Travel Reflects the Growing Climate Crisis, A New Era of Book Banning and What That Means for Our Children, and the Golden Globes Win Most Controversial Award. If you would like to submit your writing or merely to express interest, please email mkarpovich@stpaulsmd.org. The SPS Voice.
Oh, we're back on SPSN. Just had a quick little chat with a history teacher, Mr. Lazan. He had a couple of things to say about some of our players.
For Marley O'Day, he said that we should shout her out for being an amazing student last year in his history class, and he's very proud of her as a person.
Yes, not an easy compliment to receive, so great to hear. She's also a very great Spanish student. Did take Spanish with her last year, and I think you take it with her this year.
I do.
Yes, very, very great athlete and academic weapon, you know? If you're enjoying this broadcast, don't forget to subscribe to SPSN and turn on those post notifications so you can be notified when we have a new broadcast. You'll be hearing a lot more from us this season, so
Definitely.
get ready. Looks like we're about to start. St. Paul's Gators have taken the field. We will be going in the opposite direction, same direction we started the game with.
Seemed like we had more luck, though, down at that goal.
Yes, we seem to be really cooking it up at that goal, but doesn't mean we won't turn it around and kill it on this end of the field.
But the talent of this team beats the luck of a goal.
It does. It does. You can't teach luck. Can't really teach talent either, but this team's so gifted. So, looks like we're starting the game. Starting the half the same way we started the game. And just getting ready to take the draw. It's gotten a little colder out here, but the energy from this team is keeping everyone warm.
Definitely. You can feel their energy and their want to win this one.
It's just radiating off the turf. Good draw right to Caroline Hoskins. Looks like she got checked in the head, so it should be and will be a yellow card. Not a great start for Garrison, but this is great for the Gators. Looks like it's on number 12. That would be Eva Thompson-Marr, who's actually a Denver commit. So, one of the most talented players is out, so the Gators should really use this to their advantage and get a goal or two to start off the half strong.
They're going to face a lot of pressure trying to get it down to the attack because Garrison doesn't want to be down on defense.
Yeah, yes. Don't want to.
It almost feels like, though, because they played intense defense, they force themselves to foul, when in reality, they don't want to risk getting another yellow card.
Yes, you want to be able to cover all the players, but you can't be too aggressive, especially when you're man down. Maggie Porter brought it from around the cage up top. Sarah Lim has it right now. She'll feed it right to Charlotte Vaughn, the freshman, right in front of the goal, lefty shot, and it will go in. That's awesome.
That was a great play by 2 freshmen.
Yes, freshman to freshman connection. You love to see it. That's really awesome. She's a great athlete. Like I said, she played on field hockey, played with her. Awesome. She can run like no other, and she was a star on the basketball court too.
That play really showed the team's understanding of the field because Maggie Porter tried to roll the crease, didn't have it, passed it up top, and it was passed back down with an amazing shot by Charlotte Vaughn.
Yes, they really know when to drive and when to pull the ball out, and it all just came together for a beautiful goal. Love to see it. And a lefty one too.
Yep. I'm sure that's a great feeling for Charlotte Vaughn as a freshman.
Yes, definitely. Caroline Hoskins got the draw. Looks like she's going to bring it behind. I think that's what the Gators like to do. Maggie Porter did look to have some space, but got shut off pretty quickly.
Seemed like a smart play, didn't want to force anything.
Yes, good choice by her. Just some passing around the top. Seemed to be pretty marked up on Riley Vasile this game. She is having a great game, so no surprise. A legal check by Garrison. I'm not sure if it'll be... Oh, it will be given as an 8-meter to Marley O'Day.
Marley's the type of player you don't want to have an 8-meter.
Yeah.
For the defense. For the Gators, we definitely wanted to have one, but
yes,
the defense.
She's a very aggressive player and great shooter. Good shot by her. Unfortunately, I think it looks like the goalie had a foot save and it will roll out. But the Gators were there to back it up, so no big deal. And it will be a shot clock reset because it was on cage. So it was a good shot. Unlucky it didn't go in, but nothing really to worry about because the Gators did get it back and they got a reset. Riley Vasile looking to drive. She gets doubled, breaks through it, and goes right to goal. Great shot.
That was the same kind of play we saw in the second quarter with Caroline and Marley's goals.
Yes, I think this is her second goal of the game.
Yes, it is.
And the juniors just really seem to be able to cut through any sort of defense. And good choice by her not to give up and pull it out. And she obviously knew that she was able to go to goal. And she did. And she scored. So good choice by her. Gators really know when to bring it out and swing it around, or when they have room to drive.
The Gators' whole offense consists of really strong shooters.
It really does. Whole team. Gators are now up.
Can you plug that in right there?
I think it
Your headphones.
7-2. Draw got by Kira Ballas. Another self-draw. Great job by her. If you've been seeing her running off, it's because she's switching her stick from the draw to her actual stick. Charlotte Vaughn rolling the crease. And another goal by her. That's the second one for the freshman Charlotte Vaughn in probably 2 minutes. Really, that lefty crease roll really seems to be doing her justice. And that was another great play. She's on fire today.
Definitely shows her great future with the team.
Yes, and it proves why she's a freshman starter. And that goal will put the Gators up 8-2, up by 6, and will force the Grizzlies to call a timeout. And when you get a great shot like that and the other team calls a timeout, you really know. Just really gives your shot some validation because you know that other team is not sure how to react. So they got to reorganize and regroup.
I think they're trying to switch something up in their defense because they haven't really been able to make a great stop because most of their goals have been made by strong drivers and they just haven't been able to stop them. So they're probably going to try to switch something up, but I'm not sure there's anything they can do to stop the Gators' momentum.
I agree. It's tough to readjust when the Gators are getting through 3 defenders. Don't really know what to tell your team at that point because the attack is just so good. And I'm sure the defenders on Garrison are playing very well, but it's hard to see that when the attackers are just ripping right through them. It's our first time out of the game. I'm sure the Gators appreciate it. It'll give them a chance to catch their breath because they've been working really hard on offense and defense. But they've had a lot of quick, fast plays, so it's nice for them to be able to get a breather.
They're definitely feeling better about this game. The first quarter was kind of slow for both teams, but the Gators really came out starting in the second quarter and proved that why they're one of the best teams in the country.
Yes, number 3 in the country, I believe. Really proved why they have that spot.
Definitely.
Retaking the field right now. Same lineup again. Haven't switched it up, at least for starting, much today.
They're making some pretty quick subs, though, once the play's in motion.
Yes.
This has been a very back-and-forth game. The score doesn't really show it, which just proves that the Gators are taking their plays for advantage more than the Grizzlies are.
Yes, especially in the first quarter, a lot of back and forth, but the Gators have just had more success on their shots.
Yeah. Yes.
Another great draw right to the stick of Caroline Hoskins.
That was the same kind of pretty draws we were talking about earlier that just set the Gators up for success.
That's a true St. Paul's draw. Had a lot of that last year with Anna Regan taking it, and really doesn't seem to matter who's taking the draw on this team, whether it's Anna or Kira, because they both have done a great job. Maggie Porter has it around the 12. Great cut by Marlene, great pass. Great shot to the bottom left corner, and it'll go in. I believe that's her third of the day? Second or third?
Third, I think, yeah.
So that's a great shot. Perfect placement.
That was just another one of those shots the defense really can't do anything about. Like, if she's there, she's going to take an amazing shot, and the goalie can't really have control to save it.
A little bit of a sidearm moment. So you have to have a lot of control over the ball for it not to fall out of your stick and a lot of awareness so you don't get checked, and she just did that with ease.
Yeah, yes. It was a very low shot, too. It didn't really seem like the goalie's stick was anywhere near where her ball ended up going, and she caught the goalie definitely off guard with that one.
Yes, she really knew the goalie's positioning and knew her positioning and just connected it all together to one perfect play. Some more movement like we saw at the beginning on the circle.
Like Mr. Lazan said, she's very smart, and she uses her smarts to the game.
She proved why she does so well academically with that play.
Definitely.
Another great draw to Caroline Hoskins. A lot of momentum. She'll pass it to Marlene, and it looks like she'll pass it down to Maggie. For Charlotte Vaughn around the crease, and she'll come on the right-hand side this time.
That's
Third
her
goal.
third as well.
Hat trick for the freshman. That's incredible.
You can definitely feel the momentum now. Like, the Gators are not going to give up.
Having, as a freshman or as any player, a hat trick in your first conference game has got to be a great feeling.
Definitely.
Just really shows how diverse she is. She can take a lefty crease roll and score, or a righty crease roll and score. Not really much you can do to stop her when she's around that crease.
She's also a team player. She's had many passes around the circle to set up her teammates for good shots, and it's nice to see a well-rounded player.
In the first half, we saw her thinking about going to goal, but when she saw that she didn't have an opportunity, she was more than happy to pass. But when she knows she has space, she'll go and she'll score.
That's something we see with a lot of these players. They know how to make the smart plays for their team, and they set up their teammates for success instead of just being selfish and taking the shot themselves.
Looks like Garrison went early on that draw despite that St. Paul's won it. They'll get it over. A lot of aggression. Looks like I see some cross-checking down there.
Trying to push her out of bounds, but they won't be able to, and she got the pass off to Maggie Porter.
Yes, who will think about going. Not a lot of space. Caroline Hoskins now has it behind. They've only got one behind right now. Look like they might do a stack. Good cut by Charlotte Vaughn. Caroline will pass it to Marley, who has it on the elbow. She's looking to drive, but it's kind of congested, but Riley might have an opening. Marley trying to draw the shooting space. She'll pass it to Maggie in front, and she'll turn and shoot it.
That was a great shot, but the goalie got low to save it.
Yeah, nice try. It's just hard coming from a blind, turning around, being like blind, but great interception in the midfield by Kira Ballas.
Another one of those crucial plays.
I think they're calling it a charge on Kira, so it will be Garrison's ball. Back to Maggie's shot. It was a good shot. It's just hard to tell where the goalie is when you're turning around blind. And she happened to be right there, but she can definitely make that. I'm sure she'll hopefully get a goal within one of these quarters. So Garrison's got it on attack now. Just trying to pass around, settle it, because there was a little bit of back and forth in the midfield area. So just letting them catch their breath and set up. Looks like they just called a play. It looks like there's a stack. Number 5 is trying to drive from behind, but she gets shut down by Sofia Herrera.
That was great defense. You don't want to let them get a crease roll, which she stopped very perfectly right there.
I think the ref may have just called 3 seconds on number 5, Colleen Lorden. Not quite sure why. Everyone seemed to be pretty tightly marked up, but
yeah, I'm not sure why that was called.
I think there's a little bit of confusion. Colleen thought that she was marked up. It looked from here like she was definitely marked up, but it will give number 5 the 8-meter. Susan will stop it. Went off her stick and out of bounds, and I think White may have recovered it. Yes, Lily Schwing was able to recover it. She'll pass it to Susan, who will pass it to Caroline. She has a lot of space to run.
A great clear to a great player who will be able to carry it down the field very nicely.
Yes, and they've just gotten over a little bit of pushing and shoving.
That was very physical defense against Maggie, but the refs don't seem to call anything.
Yes, they've been putting a lot of pressure on our players before they get the ball, but we've managed to handle it very well. Charlotte Vaughn's down there by the crease, but she passed it up. I think Garrison's definitely going to be watching her down there now if they haven't already figured out that seems to be her sweet spot.
There's really not one player on the 8 that they shouldn't be watching, though. And I don't know if they realize that yet. Ooh. Very physical hit.
Good feed to Gabby in the front. She'll get taken down, which I believe she will get an 8-meter for.
That's just one of those fouls you don't want to make in a game where you're already so behind.
No, and she'll run it in. Good stop by the Garrison goalie. It was a good shot.
Very good shot.
Haven't seen a ton of shooting from Gabby today, but she's a great player, and when she gets in front of the goal, she normally finishes. Marley, I think, will draw shooting space. She did shoot it, but I think they blew the whistle for shooting space before, so she'll get it at the center hash. Unfortunate mistake for Garrison, because she has been on fire today, and from the center hash, can't really get much more perfect than that.
She's starting very low. An insane save by the goalie.
Yes, that is a good stop. Definitely a confidence booster saving one of Marley O'Day's shots. I know I'd be pretty proud of myself. Garrison's taking it up pretty quickly. They're already, drop pass in front, but number 6 recovers it.
Garrison's had a lot of drop passes that they've been able to recover.
Not something you want to have around this kind of defense, though, who's very aggressive.
Definitely.
Just looks like they're trying to settle it. They didn't really have numbers coming down the field. They had momentum, but Gators' defense was pretty much set up, so smart choice by them not to try and force it to goal. Sofia Herrera has played some good defense around the crease. Number 5 is taken. A diving shot. A tough angle. But she does seem to get an 8-meter for that. Calling it a foul on Sofia Herrera.
There's been some interesting calls by the ref this game.
Yes, not sure I would agree with all of them. But number 5 takes a bouncer, and it just seemed to go over Susan's head. I don't think it was the shot that anyone was expecting, but a classic bouncer will often do the trick.
Yeah, she didn't run it in.
Very early bounce, but it did work. I believe that's the Grizzlies' first goal of the half. Yes, it's their first goal of the half, so it puts them down by 7 now. And it's 10-3. Not a big problem for the Gators. They have such a big lead, and it was an unlucky call on the 8-meter. Wind seems to be picking up again. Let's see if that has any impact on the play.
I think the wind could have some control over some of the drop passes and the shots that have gone too high. It seems to be carrying the ball.
Player on Garrison seems to have fallen. I don't think it was a push. It wasn't called or anything. I don't think anyone was around her, but she seems to be
pretty hurt.
Yes, she's not getting up. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but it will be in the Gators' possession. I'm not sure what happened. I think she just fell, so I'm not really sure what hurts. It might be a bit of frustration.
Something with her leg or her back.
I'm not quite sure. Teams are going to go huddle right now while they address the situation on the field.
She's sitting up, which is a good.
Yes, she's sitting up, which is a good sign. There's no blood or anything, which is good, so.
She fell pretty hard, so it could just be a leg injury that knocked the wind out of her.
Yeah, she might have gotten the wind knocked out of her. But she's getting up, so that's good.
She's walking herself with a bit of a limp.
Yes, hard to tell what's happened now, but we'll get back to you once we find out. Might be her. I'm not quite sure. I think it might have just been the wind getting knocked out of her.
You never want to get hurt. Probably the wind got knocked out of her, which made her a little scared, and she didn't know what to do. But good to see that she's up and walking.
Might be frustrated with the crawl, but not too sure I saw a push there or anything. But then again, angle's always best on the field.
True. Angle's always best when you're the one experiencing it.
Indeed. So I guess we just get an injury timeout right now. Not sure for how long. But the Gators still do have a pretty big lead. 3 minutes left in this quarter. So if they maintain this lead, maybe in the next quarter they can try out some different tricks, maybe a couple behind the back shots, maybe some people we don't normally see on the field out there. But they just have to keep up their possession and their momentum. Don't need to really drive to goal right now. They can kind of just relax a little with this big lead.
Yeah, they can settle the ball more than previously.
Yes. Very sunny at Leverian Field today. Can't say I love to play in the sun.
The sun is making it a little harder for us to see certain plays.
Yes. So sorry if we're not totally accurate.
The goal on the right, or on
on the north end of the field.
The north or the east side of the field? I don't know. Yeah, the north side of the field is much shadier than the south side of the field.
Yes, so it should be.
That could be a reason why
It could be harder. So we'll have that side next quarter, so shouldn't have any problems on defense with seeing the ball or anything, which should be good. But it does appear to be going behind a cloud right now, so lots of shade for everyone. Wait, I think our headphones are like
How about now?
Hello?
Oh. Testing? Well, game's back underway. Gator possession. Gabby Mansell's looking to drive, but couldn't get anything. Now Riley Vasile's driving to goal, and she'll finish that one. It'll go in.
Great play by Riley.
Sorry, we were having some technical difficulties, but she just, again, cut through the defense, and great shot. Got it from her non-dominant side to her dominant side, and just was able to put that one away.
The Gators seem to have the most luck with driving to goal instead of being set up on the 8-meter for a shot, which is interesting to see.
Yes, they definitely like to run it in, and it definitely does work for them. A lot of great dodgers, so they're able to eliminate all the defenders and get some good goals.
When they can get that close to goal, it's just hard for the goalie to make the save.
Yes. Would not want to be 3 feet away from one of these attackers.
It's probably very intimidating.
Definitely. Sun is back out. Kira Ballas will be taking the draw again. I think they're calling it back for not going high enough, so they'll redo that. Second time it's happened today. Not a big deal. But Kira's definitely looking to push it towards Riley's side of the field.
Riley's trying to cut off number 29 on Garrison.
Yes. And she managed to hold her off, and Kira was actually able to pick up the ball. Quick passing on offense, looking to try and get something in front. They'll pass it behind to Charlotte Vaughn. She'll come around the right side. She'll just pass it up. Now it's up top with Gabby Mansell. Back over to Caroline. She's looking to drive. Can't seem to get anything. It's a little clogged up. Missed pass, but it'll be picked up. But I think the refs blew the whistle. Not entirely sure on what the call is right now.
Hopefully this call will help the Gators settle the ball.
Yes. It will be given to Riley.
As an 8-meter?
I believe so. Yes, it will be. Like to see her maybe try and rip this one?
Definitely. Oh.
She'll pull it out. No need to go to goal right now. Gabby's got it behind. She looks like she has some space. She'll try and drive, but she gets a little shove and will pull it out. Back behind with Maggie, I believe. She'll pass it in front. Dropped ball, and I guess they're calling it a shove on Riley, and it will be Grizzly ball. But she is getting triple teamed. think it was called. It's a foul on the Gators. Back with the goalie.
Sorry. Holding the defense back is very good for the Gators at this point because they can keep the Grizzlies down.
Yes, it'll run out the shot clock, but they will manage to get it over. Ball's with number 30, or was with number 30.
I think the quarter is about to end.
Yes, only about 10 seconds left in the quarter. Trying to go to goal, can't, or now looking to feed, but
Ooh.
Tried to,
Ball just came out of her stick.
yes, tried to dodge, but ball just flung out.
Not that important of a play because
Yes,
end of the quarter
nothing to
anyways.
get upset about. Quarter's almost over, or now it is, so. Lots of smiling faces from the Gators. Definitely have some work to be proud of. They've been killing it, and even though they're up, they definitely haven't been letting down.
They've come out just as strong every quarter as they did in the first half, or in the first quarter, which is good to see.
Yes.
Despite having a
8-goal lead. Sorry. But, with these conference games and conference teams, scores can change really quick. So,
definitely.
although they have a big lead, can't entirely let up because any team in this conference is definitely capable of making.
It's nice to see that
Comeback.
the defense isn't relying too much on the offense, and they're still playing just as hard defense as when it was such a close game,
Yes.
and that's important to carry throughout the game.
Yes, you can't let anyone. No part of this team is dropping the ball.
Mm-mm.
Everyone's playing to their full potential, and
Definitely playing as a team.
Yes. No position is doing more work than the other, and they're all working really well together on their redefend, on their clears, and on everything in between. They're just doing a great job.
Set the whole team up for success.
We're 30 seconds away from our final quarter, and can't wait to see what the Gators do. Looks like so going into the fourth quarter, the score is 11 for the Gators and 3 for the Grizzlies. Looks like we have a bit of position change up. I believe number 15, Grace Tedesco, who's a freshman, she is starting on attack right now. And number 9, Molly Vinegar is in. Great player, great field hockey player, great basketball player too.
Overall,
Awesome
great
lineup.
athlete.
Yes.
It's nice to see her on the field. She can make a good play, definitely for the Gators.
Couple players for the Gators like Sophia Herrera, Caroline Hoskins, Riley Vasile, Marley O'Day, and Maggie Porter all just made the New Balance All-American team, which is definitely a great achievement, something they should be proud of. So look out for them this summer.
Their playing today has definitely proved why they belong on that team.
Yes. Happy to see some new faces in, and can't wait to see what they do in this remaining quarter. I'm sure they'll absolutely kill it.
I think anyone on this roster would kill it on the field.
I believe so too.
Very strong team. Even the newest players.
Draw goes into the stick of number 6 on Garrison. They're going to try and work something down low. Coming out very aggressive in this fourth quarter, which is something they definitely need to do with this deficit. Trying to generate something from behind, but getting cut off, so I think they'll look to pass it up top. Christina King's definitely putting some pressure on number 6. She's definitely a good player, so I think that's a good decision by her.
She's standing far out. Seems like she wants the ball to make a play.
Yes, and I don't think that the Gators are going to let her have that. She's going to try
Insane
and...
defense.
Yes. Good D down low, not letting them get anything. Number 12 looks like she's getting ready to drive. She believes she is the one who got injured, so I know she's back in a drop pass. I think that Kira went a little early on that one. It was an empty check. No, not a big deal. Number 12 has it in front, looks to go to goal. Not a great angle and a good stop by Susan. It does bounce off her stick and over the goal, so the Grizzlies do have it again, and it will be not a shot clock reset. Oh. Not sure what just happened down there. Believe someone is getting an 8-meter.
I believe it is Allison Fling. Number 7.
Number.
Oh.
Good stop by Susan. Way to stop that before the shot clock runs out, and now Gators will run it off the field. Sorry, yes, that shot 8-meter was Allison Fling. Caroline Hoskins rips it, goes off the pipe. Looks like it might have been inside the goal, but ref is saying that it did not go in. Good shot by her, though. Just
Very
unlucky
good
bounce
shot.
off the inside of the pipe. Good redefend by White, not letting them easily get it over. But they will. Good check. Ball rolled into the possession of the Gators. Riley Vasile comes back to get it off the clear, and she'll run it up full speed ahead. Gators got it on their side. I don't think they're looking to settle. I think they're looking goal hungry right now. I think Izzy Shirtliff is getting ready to come in. Great lacrosse player, was out on injury for a while, so happy to see her back in. Good feed in front to Grace Tedesco, and she'll Twizzler that one in. Wow.
That's a great play to see from a freshman.
From anyone, a Twizzler, insane. She wasn't a great pass, but she caught it and she made it work. That was amazing. It truly was. That's why they probably call her Amazing Grace. Kind of ironic that was our song in chapel today. Yeah, she really
Channeled that.
felt inspired. Great play. Izzy Shirtliff is in now on attack. Haven't gotten to see her play in a while, so hopefully we get to see her do something as special as that shot from Grace Tedesco. That brings our score to 12 for the Gators and 3 for the Grizzlies.
You can tell the older players on the team excitement for the younger freshmen when they get their goals, and it's really nice to see.
Yes, everyone's equally as excited for everyone when they get a goal, almost as if they got it themselves, which is builds a great team bond and probably translates to how well they play together. Great
Definitely.
bonds. The Grizzlies will come up with that draw. We did have Sophia Herrera on the circle for that one, which you don't see all the time, but she's very aggressive and able to get those balls, so no surprise that she was put there. Garrison seems to just be settled right now, trying to get an ISO, but good defense by Christina King. Great feed to the middle, and it just rolled out of number 6's sticks a little funky. Calling it check in the sphere. So I believe someone will be getting 8-meter. And I think it'll be one of the twins. I'm not sure if it's number 5 or 6, but I think the ball bounced off someone's stick when she was trying to get it out. Good for the Gators. She's proved to be a pretty aggressive and strong player, so happy that we didn't really have to face that one.
We were able to shut it down before it.
Yes. Good pass by Lily Swing to Canvas Seal to get it over the restraining line. Now we have Hildry Eber in. Great senior. Shooting space, I believe.
That was an amazing play by Caroline. She really drew that out.
Yeah, she has at the center hash. She looks like she might be getting ready to rip it, which would be fun to see. But she'll run it in. And the goalie was just right there. Good stop by her. Definitely needed that, but she's ready to ride. And she does cause the goalie to drop it. The refs didn't seem to like that, and Caroline will be going behind. But I don't think the goalie realizes how close she is.
With a player that fast behind you, you don't really have time to look around for options.
Yes.
She'll be back to play defense in seconds.
Good D right there. Calling it a push on her looked pretty nice to me. I
agree.
But
just another one of those calls you don't have control over. If the refs see it, then
yes.
If they think they see it, then it's called.
Garrison does manage to get it back down over the restraining line. So they do have possession again. It'll be interesting to see if they try something different this time. Oh, great stop by Molly B. Wow. Forced her to drop the ball. She did recover it, but great play by her. Love to see her out on the field doing some awesome things. She's not just great at chemistry. She's a great lacrosse player.
She's great at every sport she plays.
Also a great field hockey player. Field hockey team has a lot of great contributors over here. Just goes to show how many multi-sport athletes we have at St. Paul's. And it will be a shot clock violation. Always a great feeling. Just know that you played like best defense and the other team couldn't keep up.
That shot clock violation proves how important Molly's stop was because it slowed down the momentum.
Yes. Gators tried to feed it in front and it was not received, but Maggie Porter picked it up and they'll have a shot clock reset. Grace Tedesco, who just had that Twizzler, looks eager to go to goal. I'm sure Hildry Eber and Izzy Shirtliff are as well. Looking to draw a shooting space. Good pass in front, but not a lot of room. And the Grizzlies did pick it up, and it will be Grizzly ball. But I'm sure the Gators will be eager to get it back and will put on a very aggressive ride. Goalie's kind of walking it up. Gators have decided to mark player. Sarah Lynn did just try to get the ball from the goalie when she dropped her stick, but was not able to. Almost had an interception by Caroline, but the Grizzlies will get it over the line again. We've got some great cheerleaders down there. Gabby Monsell and Charlotte Vaughn cheering on the commentators. You'll love to see it. Spirits just all around today on Levering Field. Good defense by Molly. Way to recover.
Number 6 is still just trying to find holes in the defense that she has not been able to find.
Yes, defense has been all over her. And it'll be a turnover, and Kira Vallis will be taking it up the field.
A long pass to Sarah Lim. Incredible catch. Very important play.
Someone came just from behind. Looks like that was a check in the sphere, and it'll stay with the Gators, but gotta be aware of, have that head on a swivel because people are just coming out of nowhere.
Definitely.
Like to see some of these players we haven't seen on the field as much get an opportunity to score And I'm sure that's what the Gators are trying to set up right now. Marley O'Day drives, and she gets slammed to the ground. She gets back up. And I think she'll be getting the center hash. It'll be interesting to see what she decides to do on this. But giving her not this. I think that's the second hash. It's hard to tell from this angle.
I think it is the second hash. I'm not sure the refs know where she's supposed to be.
Looked more in the middle to me.
Yeah, they're putting her really far
Pulling
to the
her
side.
over to the first hash now.
That is definitely not where she was when the foul occurred.
Yes, she was definitely dead in front of the goal. And I think they're going to move her back to the second hash, which is probably more accurate. But
Definitely. I'm not sure why she was ever put at the first.
I'd like to see what she does with this opportunity. Looks like she might rip it, but we've seen that a couple times today. But I've been dying to see someone rip it today, and I'd love to see it from her.
I agree. She's got one of those shots that
Yes.
would look really nice. Oh,
She decides to pass it out. No need to go to goal, so nothing wrong with that.
she definitely caught the defense off guard. They
Yes,
seemed
made him
scrambled.
jump. She has the ball again. She's getting doubled now. Now Sarah Lim will look to drive. Great dodge, but she got tripled, had a little bit of pressure, dropped the ball, but recovered it.
As long as you
Grace
can
had
recover.
a great backdoor cut, but it's not seen quick enough. Canvasile will drive around the crease. Looks to dump it to Caroline. She does. Caroline puts a great shot up, but goalie was right there. Although that didn't go, it was a great play. Looks like we have freshman Liv Mogan in the goal. Fast break on Garrison. Dropped it in front. And sophomore Liv Mogan, I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget my own grade. But Kira Ballas tried to get a drop ball down there. Looks like she got pushed. So I believe it will go back with her. Hard to tell from here. But love to see Liv Mogan. Great player. Played with her back in the middle school days. Great goalie, great energy. Love to see her have a stop or two in this game.
Definitely. I played with her last year on JV.
Well, we only have 37 seconds left, so not sure if that's coming. But maybe the Gators can get one final goal to end this game on an even higher high. Thanks, though. Canvasile has it looking to challenge her player. She does have some space, but she'll get doubled. She decides to pull it out. Caroline Hoskins has a good cut. Gets bodied trying to receive it. And looks like there's a little dog fight over this ball. No one can really seem to maintain possession. But that'll do it. The Gators won today 12-3. Great game by both teams.
Definitely.
Great way to start the IAAM season. First conference win for the Gators. And it definitely showed how aggressive and dominant they'll be playing throughout the season. Great home opener. And just so happy to see this performance from the team. Got to see a little bit of everyone. A lot of great freshman plays. A lot of great new faces on the field. And they really just proved how good they were. Thank you for watching. This has been a St. Paul Sports Network production, and we'll see you guys next time on Levering Field.